If you were really looking forward to the B5 reboot, I might have some bad news for you. Welcome to Sidetrack, your sci-fi TV and movie channel. As you know, J. Michael Straczynski recently has been on Twitter talking about how he was really pushing for a new series of Babylon 5, a hard reboot from the ground up, completely redoing the series, creating a new series based on his original classic idea. Now, I am a massive supporter of this. I actually loved Babylon 5. I think it would be really interesting to see with modern CGI and things what J. Michael Straczynski could do with it. But also, I would just love the idea of sort of comparing it to the original and seeing what a more mature JMS would do with the idea. But if you are a regular Sidetracker, you'll know that I do have a couple of people I speak to that work in and around the industry. And the rumor that's coming out is that a decision is about to be made on the Babylon 5 reboot, and it's not good news. Don't forget that if you enjoy the content, you can hit the join button and become a fully fledged Sidetracker. That really helps out the channel. You can go to side-trek.com. There's loads of like merchandisey things on there and a load of new designs coming very soon. Also, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you miss none of our new videos, as well as the Sidetrack Sides channel. At the moment, it is looking like the CW network are going to pass on Babylon 5. Now, there are a couple of reasons for this. Firstly, Mark Pedowitz resigned on the 3rd of October, just a week ago. He was the president of the CW and one of JMS's closest allies. He was always been a friend of the show, and he was really the driving force behind getting Babylon 5 back. Now, he's been replaced by Dennis Miller following Nexstar Media Group's purchase of the CW. Now, he seems to have been ordered by Nexstar to take the CW into a slightly different direction. They're going to be moving away from a lot of the superhero TV series. We're already seeing a lot of them getting cancelled, and move more towards sort of like reality TV and all that crap that I'm never watching. Cheap stuff to make that actually a lot of people do watch. They're going to make it a very commercial channel, and that seems to be the direction they want to take it in. The question that the CW and the executives are asking is, where does Babylon 5 fit in with that? Now, I told you ages ago, Warner Brothers were interested in Babylon 5, but they were maybe interested in putting it onto the HBO Max network instead. Babylon 5 is currently actually on HBO Max, the original, and it's done very well. People are watching it. Warner Brothers look at that and go, we could do the same. Basically, Warner Brothers, even though they make the show and co-produce it with JMS, have to wait for the CW to make a decision before they can say whether they want to or not. But the rumor that I'm hearing is, even though they would love Babylon 5 on HBO Max, they don't think the timing is right. As you may know, Warner Brothers itself is going through a massive restructure at the moment, and its parent company has merged Warner Brothers with Discovery Inc. to create Warner Brothers Discovery. Now, HBO Max is going through a similar restructure. There's a new president in charge, etc., etc. They've been looking at restructuring a lot of their upcoming projects, a complete creative redirection. This was the reason why Batgirl got cancelled, not because it was particularly bad. It just doesn't fit in with the current direction Warner Brothers want to go. Now, I know a lot of people have come out and said that Warner Brothers have got massive financial problems. They don't. I mean, it's actually shown by Batgirl that they don't have massive. They were quite happy to just scrape off $80 million. They could have spent just a little bit more, finished off the movie and put it on HBO Max and done okay and maybe earn their money back. But they didn't even want to do that because the film didn't fit with their idea of where they want Warner Brothers to go in the future. Now, Babylon 5 could fit, but the timing just isn't right. It's a little bit like, you know, if you ever had that relationship where you meet a girl that you really like her, you really fancy her, but you've just come out of a long-term relationship, you're not really ready to commit. It's a little bit like that, as a metaphor. Warner Brothers love Babylon 5. Warner Brothers love JMS. The timing just isn't right. They've got too much else going on, and they just can't put the attention into a new committed relationship. So what does that mean for Babylon 5? Well, for what I'm being told is the decision has not been 100% definitely made, but this is the direction they're leaning. They could decide last minute with some changes in negotiations to pull the trigger and go with Babylon 5 anyway. I asked what are the chances of that, and my source reckons maybe 1 in 5. So there's a 4 in 5 chance that it's not going to happen. But what are the chances it could go on to HBO Max? My source says it's still very possible. They would love it to, just not right now. As the CW paused this project for a year, he could see HBO Max saying to JMS, just give us 12 months and then maybe we can do something. But that is all speculation. The first decision is, will this appear on the CW? It's not looking likely at the moment. But I have to also say that my source is telling me that conversations have gone in the direction and the Twitter storm of a couple of weeks ago has been taken notice of. And both parties, including Warner Brothers, are very aware of the popularity of Babylon 5. Even if this doesn't happen right now, I don't think the project is dead. I think it can return, and I think it will. But maybe the timing isn't quite right just now. So guys, get in the comments and tell me what you think of this news. Is it disappointing, or was you kind of expecting it? I have to admit, I was always 50-50 on whether this was going to happen. I was excited about it, but I always suspected it might not quite get over the finishing line. Get in the comments and tell me exactly what you think. If you are new to the channel, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. It really helps us out. And if you are enjoying the content, please consider hitting that join button. That really supports the channel. As always, please stay safe, and I'll see you next time.